You guys sorted your differences?
We got another meeting to attend to. We're good. We're straight. Yeah, we're straight. Everything's fixed. You know what I'm saying? Minor problems.
So what the fuck we doing about Friday?
So it's us six, right? This everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We got Chopper and Havoc, right?
Friday, yes. We are participating. We need a means to contact you guys.
Well, I mean...
You ain't got a phone.
I mean, we could cut the phones out if you wanted and just pick a location to meet like an hour before it starts.
Hey, listen, I don't want to be that guy, but like, I don't know if you guys heard what this guy was saying, but like, we can't be this shit up, dog. You know what I mean? Like, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with the guy next to me. Just said he just wanted to shoot the ball and get the USB. That's concerning.
I feel like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be something about a plan we make up here.
Well, I mean, we look at a book, right? I'm guessing one of those arrows is where they're gonna be setting off from.
Yeah, the docks, no? Grime docks?
Well, there's two actually.
Well, I mean, there's a
I
destination.
would assume.
Don't have for where they might end up.
So those arrows don't mean nothing?
Nah, those arrows gotta mean something.
Yeah, that has to mean something.
Listen, we're getting caught on like the wrong thing, right? I'm sure we'll get an updated location on the day. No, I'm sure, you know, they talked about radio taps.
Yeah.
I feel like no matter what we do, we are not doing it in the city. I don't think we're doing it in the city because if we're trying to go loud or quiet, we cannot have the PD.
I like what Sparky suggested, that we meet up an hour before on a location that we all agree upon.
We could do that anyway, or like come up with a brief plan today. I mean, should we all agree that we use weapons with silencers if possible?
But the thing is, right? Like, what are the, you know, we need to be taking like we need to be taking the, you know, the big guns.
Oh, okay. How about this? How about we agree on this? Are we going in there silent or we're going in loud? That's the first we're going to agree upon. You know what I mean?
The loud option should be a backup option, probably.
Yeah, we should aim for silent, and if it escalates, then be ready for that.
Like, listen, if we're going in there loud, you know, we got more firepower. You know what I mean? We can bring out the big toys. But, you know, more attention.
I mean, why don't we do
stand
both?
quiet, don't laugh.
Yeah, why don't we make sure we prepare for everything? You know, we all take a set. You know, we have our silence clocks. You know what I'm saying, to start off, and everybody carries, you know, a side up in case we have to, you know,
shit goes south. Shit goes south. We can bring out the big toys. You know.
Any of you guys got spike strips, like a good amount of them?
I think
I might be able to come up with something.
Maybe try to get some in between now and Friday.
We could hold them up and say we're part of a medical team that needs to make sure that they're not infected before they enter or leave.
That's a good
See if
option.
that works. Take advantage of the plague in the SEMA office that's happening at Tenkudo.
Exactly.
Well, for that we would need we would need to make sure we were prepared in advance. We'd need to know exactly where they're going because we can't set up a proper convincing, you know, plague outbreak center if we find out 10 minutes before. No.
Yeah, no route. We can't, like, it's gonna be impossible to do that if we're searching.
Because there's two ways they do it, right? They're going to do out in the open a public route down a highway with a convoy, or they're going to do incognito thing, you know, whirling and wine. And either way, we need to know where they're going to do.
Okay, so it's gonna be an airstrip. I don't know which one. It doesn't say which one, but it's an airstrip.
Either way, we could try and set up something. I mean, surely our cars will go faster than anything they have to offer if they're doing a convoy. If we find out on the day where it's happening, we can set up a spot wherever it needs to be.
Excuse me, fellas.
Brandon, we were just discussing some very rough ideas for what we feel would be best to do.
Okay, what do we got so far?
One thing to just bring up real quick, at the bottom it says if the target reaches the plane, you must hijack the plane or shoot it down mid-flight. We should have some sort of aircraft on standby just in case.
Hey, well,
we send
there's a problem.
Wait, what's the problem?
Well, I mean, we can have a helicopter on standby, but I don't know about a plane.
It's
True.
rather hard to shoot from the plane, so using that as a backup is flying off, then we should just shoot it down.
Easier said than done, though.
I mean, can't we just buy one?
Problem is flying it, Brandon. You know, unless we got
Pretty
you're
hard
right,
to fly.
you're
Pretty hard to fly. You know, a lot of buttons.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I got a few pilots, but you know, I ain't trying to get them involved in this.
Okay, so then we just cannot let it get to the point where it's in the air.
Exactly.
Either way, we wouldn't be able to do much if they're on the plane already, regardless. So it wouldn't matter.
I mean, if they're on the plane, it's because we lost our
airplane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The minute that we see a plane and we are there, we are all hopping out of whatever we're in and we're shooting the plane, regardless of what the target's doing. Because if he gets on that, it's over, right?
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
We can also use EMP launchers if we have some for that.
That's a good idea, right there.
That is a good idea.
Hmm.
I mean, the plane would be there ahead of time, right? How long does the EMP last if you shoot like a vehicle?
If you shoot
It's a few seconds, but
Yeah.
it will disable the engines.
yes. And it will damage the plane itself, you know, the engine and the electronics inside it for a brief period.
I think if you shoot them multiple times, though, it'll completely disable the vehicle.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we're all adequately armed with a decent repertoire of guns, just in case things go loud. Does anyone need any help with that in terms of shotguns whilst I'm here?
This motherfucker trying to make a sale right now.
You know what they say.
Listen, riffraff, word of advice. I've watched you guys over for the past couple of weeks. I know most of you are leaders or at least shot callers of your little crews, little organizations. Every time you guys try to go loud and hard, it doesn't end up well. The cops get involved. Remember, the end goal here is that USB drive. Nothing else. I suggest try a stealthy, silent approach at the beginning. Keep the cops off the trail. We want the USB. Yeah?
Yeah.
Command the USB intact. It can't be destroyed.
How else am I going to extract information from a broken USB?
No, he's right, big dog.
Shit for brains.
If we could do this quiet, I think that's the route that we should take. But we gotta be prepared for both options, you know?
100%, 100%.
How many airstrips is there in the city?
The one in the city itself
Four.
and the one
Sandy,
at
Scrapesy, Zancudo, and LS,
Zancudo.
right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
I mean, there's more than 4 of us.
Yes, but splitting up our...
I'm not saying sit at the airstrip. What I'm saying is if you ever caught a flight that hasn't had the plane at the airport before you take off, the plane's there for a while, right? Before you board.
You're right.
I do want to step in and say something. I can get you supplied from Charlie with EMP guns and maybe grapples to help you out as well. Because if they're in a convoy, EMPing that convoy may help you guys a lot.
And grappling up would be amazing, too. That would be excellent.
Anything else you may need to get this job done? Ignition.
Did you-
Jump into access to a PDW, any chance?
I have one.
I can see what I can do. I can also get
I
a
think they would go
sniper.
along. Oh,
Now
okay.
you're talking. What's the likelihood that the pilot's going to be at a location waiting for them? 'Cause I'm just thinking, what if
Highly
you...
likely.
Surely you could completely pivot it, right? Obviously, it's a convoy. But what if somebody took out the pilot, took his clothes, impersonated the pilot, and then as soon as the guy came to board, you just switch on him?
That's you know, that's a great plan. That's actually a really good plan. Only
That's
problem is
fucking
how you gonna
smart.
fly the plane.
You'd have to
Well,
not
right?
take off. That's a good point. Because
Yeah.
you need a license.
Like it's just meant to be a trap.
Yeah, it would have to
We'll
just be a
stick
trap.
forward to the side of it so it can't take off.
Well, what you
Should
could
be
do is you
simple
could
enough.
act like the pilot and then, you know, tell everybody that they need to back away because, you know, you got to start up the engines and shit like that. Oh, my God.
Here we go. That's the sniper right here.
If needed, we might aid with some supplies to make this, to tip the scales in our favor. At the end of the day, as I said, what is needed is the USB at all cost. I'll let you boys hash out your plans. If needed, I'll be in touch in the next day or two. See if you need anything little more spicy.
That's right.
Sounds good.
Well, it seems like we have a rudimentary plan, man. I think everything's gonna go successfully.
Well, it needs to, because if not, and that USB leaves this city, the shipments you get from Charlie, well, that can't happen.
It's a good thing you chose the best of the best, then, clearly.
Do we have a plan? I feel like we just listed like 5 different types of plans, but didn't actually agree on one.
The idea of doing the emergency medical checkup is good, really good. Because, of course, you know, if a plane leaves the city, which is in state of emergency of a plague, to be checked up upon, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I have prior experience in that, to be honest. That, setting up the whole, you know, emergency checkup shit.
If we're going emergency checkup route, I think the
that's
best
what-
thing to do would be to split
Bro,
it
there's
into
a
2
live
groups.
chase
One
right
with
now.
the sniper and one trying to do the silent check. And if
Popped
that
up
fails,
XQC's watching.
then
I love
the
watching
second
them
half
things,
of us
bro.
would have to be responsible for taking down the plane. No? Because if you're going to be in a static location, we can't all be there. Otherwise, if they get through and ignore it, we're
So maybe you combine the fake pilot plan with the medical thing.
100%.
Even with the medical group, we still should have cars available to be mobile in case of they are just passing through.
No, of course. Everybody has to be mobile no matter what. No one can be stuck
Yes.
in one place. Otherwise, you're useless.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, now we need to know that. So,
Forging clothes and papers to make it more believable would be great too. To make us look like we are actually working for the medical team of the city.
I think we should probably, you know, get together over the next couple of days and really iron this out. Get everything set up, disguises, you know, our positions, all of this, get the plan really ironed out.
I think we should definitely have like an additional meeting the next few days before.
All my people meet me in the lobby.
I think
Okay.
then in the meantime, right, we work on getting spikes, supplies, silenced weapons, and you know the loud alternative, right? And if anybody needs help, obviously we can all help one another, right? Whatever you need,
Exactly.
right, you come to us.
But a
Yeah,
quest.
I mean this respectfully, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all help each other here. You know,
Manum, if you need it later.
Thank
sounds
you.
good, big dog. So we can all help each other here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Mike right here. I know Brandon. I know those Sparky. Like, I don't know who the you motherfuckers is. How the am I getting in contact with you motherfuckers? I don't even know I can trust you motherfuckers. I'm about to be going here. I might die.
We have been
Motherfucker.
doing good business. We'll get in contact with you.
What that mean to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta trust the motherfucker if I'm about to do this shit.
It's a fair point.
You do have my number already. We've spoken a few times. At least I have yours.
Okay.
I can promise you that while I can't give you my identity, I can tell you that you can trust me and that I've done plenty of these missions in the past.
You see, I want to believe you,
I'm
dog, but like,
reliable.
for all I know, you're a school teacher or some shit, dog. I can't, it's hard to trust you.
Hey, listen, boys. What happens in this building stays in this building.
I would have never took my mask off and turned off the voice modulator and all that bullshit if I didn't know that we all were working together for the greater purpose. You know what I mean?
They're
That's
actually
right.
getting
We have to have the trust in each other for that.
That's what I feel like it's good. See, we're giving you guys fully trust. We're fully trusted. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, on the other hand, you ain't giving us that.
It is difficult. I would have to talk to my people first about this. I'm not opposed to it revealing us, but this is not my decision to make.
But you're the guy that's here.
Yes,
You're the guy.
I am the guy. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. You're the guy. It's your choice.
You're Timothy, man.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man, when the bullets start flying, it's a lot easier to leave behind someone you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I want all of us to come back, right? I don't want to go back and die for some motherfucker I ain't even met. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people in this circle. We all got shit we need to be doing that's not, right?
And to the boys that I know in the circle, it's good to see you again. SK, Mike, Forehead, good to see you again.
Yeah, good seeing you, Brandon.
You have to take my word for it. My anonymity is more important outside of these walls than in here. It's not about that. It's about the fact that I have to worry about it for the next several months, years, whatever needs be.
Well, let me tell you
I
something.
can't
big
tell
dog.
you I'm
we
a
don't get
useful
this
asset.
USB. We don't get this USB.
I
Shit, we ain't
think
gonna be
one
no
of them
business.
is
Any of us.
Nino.
You heard the guy? Nobody did no business.
They'll get the USB, I assure you.
Alright. So next meeting, when we're gonna do that, how are we gonna organize? Right? Havoc Chopper, how are we gonna get in touch?
How about this? I think this is the best. We have a meeting the day before or the day of. Everything is fresh. You know what I'm saying? And we have like a actual plan. We go through it. We'll go from there.
Yeah, use this time to get supplies for it. You want to do day before
Exactly.
or day of?
Okay.
Just the
Maybe day
before.
of. I
before's
think
smart.
day of is good because like then it's really like you know what I'm saying, like people remember the plan.
Why don't we do day of 2 hours before the convoy moves in this
There you
location?
go.
Is that 3.5 hours ago from now?
Yeah.
That works.
On which day was it?
Friday, the day of.
That's good. 3 hours from now.
No, 3.5 hours before now, right?
Before
Because
now,
an hour and a half
yes.
ago would be the time that it's starting.
Understood?
Beautiful.
Okay, as far as
Alright, so
EMP
what supplies
grapple
you need?
is, they're gonna hook us up with that.
Well, I mean, listen, it's never you know bad to be safe. Just in
Oh,
case
of
they don't hook
course.
us up, we can get it themselves. You know what I mean?
No.
We should get spike strips too. They can
Alright.
help in a hurry. Like,
I would assume
See
that
what I can
everybody
get in
here
terms
can.
of spike strips.
yeah,
I would assume
that would be
everybody
very
here can load themselves out adequately with, you know, firepower.
Well, if you can't, I'm willing to give everyone here a free shotgun. Anyone you'd like.
In that case, I cannot.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
struggling.
off.
I'm struggling too.
You show
Struggling
up to
too. I
a
ain't gonna lie.
goddamn meeting with the arms dealers and you talking about getting free shotguns.
I'll be struggling, big
Bro.
dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ain't gonna.
I can imagine that all of you struggle with money, with our roots here. I'll make sure that I make all of you happy with what I provide. But I do think that if we can get something silenced, like a PDW, this will be a lot easier.
I have
I tell
one.
you what.
I'd be happy to fork it over.
I tell you what. You know what I'm saying? I might have a few of them. I might have enough for everybody. You know what I mean? I'll let you guys know.
We might have some as well, but some of them are bursting away at the moment, so I don't know.
May be already replaced.
all right. Hey, we'll make sure no one's skimping. All right. If you need anything, everybody come in here, you know, preparing for the work. many bullets, all of that. We need to go. We need to go like we have a chance of losing, right? Even though we're gonna win.
I'm not about to tell him what guns I've got, Jack. Come on.
Everybody here has a decently fast car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Friday it is.
Friday it is.
Understood.
Sick.
No way.
Oh, great seeing you guys. You know what I mean?
Good
Yeah.
to see everyone.